Okay, hello, people who probably don't know me. I have recently decided, something I've thought about for a while, but I've recently decided that I want to, I have a huge passion for makeup and I love doing makeup, and I'm not really looking to become like a guru or anything. I just want to make YouTube makeup videos just because it's something I'm passionate about. So wherever this goes, I really don't care. It's just for my own fun. So, one of the first things I want to say is that I've got jacked up teeth, pretty jacked up. It has nothing to do with drug use or anything like that. I was born with a calcium deficiency and I was lactose intolerant. So my teeth never, when they were baby teeth, they grew in and fell apart. They were purely chalk. Now that I have my adult teeth in, they do have enamel, but it's very, very weak enamel. So my teeth break extremely easily. So I've got to be very careful with my teeth. So I know I've got jacked teeth. I'm really not looking to get mean comments about it because it's something I already struggle with. So yeah, with that being said, I would like to share my get ready routine with you guys. So, the first thing I do, I keep all my stuff in these mugs, which I love. But the first thing I do is I start off with primer. I've been using this one, this Master Primer by Face Studio, Maybelline, New York. It's the Blur plus Illuminate 200. It's a good one. And it makes your face really glowy, which I like. And this I just put on with my fingers. With foundation and stuff, I use like a brush or a sponge, but with primer, I just use my fingers. So I probably use too much. Oh well. But I just go ahead. And my fingers got 10 stitches in it, so I'm trying to be careful as far as that goes. You can already see, like I'm sitting in front of a window, you can already see like how illuminated this side is compared to this side. Like very shiny. Makes for a lovely glow. I also have 90s eyebrow syndrome, where I completely overplucked my eyebrows when I was like 13. And here I am, with barely any. But luckily with the power of makeup, that is easily solvable. Alright, and then I usually put primer on my neck as well, because, you know, you want to blend down your makeup into your neck so that, you know, there's not a huge difference from your chin to your neck. It just looks weird and obvious. Under my chin. Alright. So, I'll let that sit for a second. Now, my face feels dry for the most part. So, move on to the foundation. Lately, I've been using, I like to use a lot of different varieties of foundations, but this one I found works really well with my skin. It's the Physicians Formula Nude Wear, and it's in the color Light/Clair. Looks like this, the little bow. And I like it because it gives good coverage, but it's also not super heavy. It's almost like you're not wearing makeup, but you don't look like you just woke up, if you know what I mean. But I like to shake it. It's got like a bead in there to thicken it. So I shake it. And then with this, I use this Royal and Langnickel complexion brush, BMD 185. And it looks like this. I love this brush. I think I got it at Walgreens, but I love it. So yeah, I just do like one big ol' squirt on top. and then I just buff it in. Alright, so that's one side. So it's one side without. Sometimes, like, let's see. We'll do another big squirt and get the other side. And we're gonna bring that down our neckline, to our chin. So make sure it's all evened out like that. I even sometimes like get the back of my neck. I have like a really nice mirror right here and I'm just using my camera. But yeah, so looks like just one squirt on each side of my face got really decent coverage. I don't know if you can see that. Pretty good coverage. So now the way I do my under eyes is I actually use the same foundation. I don't know why I put it away. I use the same foundation, and then I take this Real Technique sponge, which honestly this is way better than the Beauty Blender in my opinion. It just goes on so much easier and the finish looks a lot better in my opinion. But I just squirt a little bit on that top corner and then I just dab it under my eyes just to give it that like more brighter look and cover up any like dark circles or anything like that. Just a little extra coverage just to build it up a little there. Same for the other under eye. And I'm aware that I tend to use a little excess product. I think I use a little more than I should probably, but that's just how I feel more comfortable. So whatever. It's not like I need it. I don't have like skin or acne problems or anything like that. I just feel more comfortable with the extra coverage. And then I don't do this every day, but there's this Bare Minerals Stroke of Light eye brightener that I also got at Ulta. And what I like to do with this, I saw this on like Pinterest, I think, but I like to do like underneath my eyes. Just because it gives like that perfect, like where you want it to be applied, where you want that highlight at. Seems to go on the best if you draw two little hearts under your eyes. Little heart, and then I do a heart on my forehead, up there, and then I just do like on my Cupid's bow, and then just a center line down my nose. And then I turn. And a little there. Just to highlight those eyebrows. So then I take the same Real Technique sponge and I just blend that in. Again, I don't do this every day. I just do this if I'm feeling extra. Which apparently I'm feeling extra today. Alright, I should be good and highlighted now. You can see my eyes look a lot brighter, as you can see. Also, I like to use my fingertip to just lightly pat, because the heat and the oils from your fingers help really beautifully melt the makeup into your skin, and it looks really flawless. So yeah, and just be really gentle with under your eyes because wrinkles being rough is not a good idea. Alright, so now I move on to blush. And for blush, I've been using this, this e.l.f. blush in this little tin here. I actually don't know what shade this is. I think I peeled the sticker off, but this is the shade. It's like a coral, like a corally color. I use a different sponge for this. It's like from the Dollar Tree. But I like to keep my foundation and foundation and blush sponges separate. So this is my blush sponge, and I just kind of like dab it in, and then just on the apple of your cheeks, just where you smile, where that fat part gets. That's where I put the blush. And I kind of like try to drag it out this way so it's not so contrasted. Perf. And maybe sometimes I'll do a little. Okay. And here is the hard part, eyebrows. So what I do here is I take my Benefit, my Benefit eyebrow brush. Comes with this spoolie side here, and then the brush here. So yeah, I've been using Maybelline Brow Drama Pro palette in deep brown. So what I do is I take my Benefit brush and I take this end and dip it into the powder part. I don't really mess with the gel part or the highlighter part. I just do the brow powder. I just lightly dab into that, and then I kind of just spoolie out my eyebrows, and then I just kind of like try to follow the shape. I've never done this on a phone before. It's always in a mirror, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I just try to follow the shape, the natural shape of my eyebrow. I don't really try to go too overboard. Watch me go overboard now, without meaning to. So now I've got the front part filled in. And then instead of finishing the tail, I'm going to go on to this part. So I'm going to spoolie that. Just follow that line. So I've got both front parts filled. So now I'm going to go in for the tail. Yeah, so you can see where I'm going. That one. And then I'm going to finish up the other tail. And I've heard it's like this for everyone for the most part, but there's always one eyebrow that's way easier to do than the other one. I don't understand. Why does life have to be so hard? And then you can just go in and fill whatever, you know, you need to fill in. Like if you have sparse sections. I also like at the front of my brow, I like to go up like that. Just to add some texture there that maybe isn't there. Just fill that in. So from there, I will go on to eyeshadow. So I have the e.l.f. baked eyeshadow palette, and honestly I love this brand. Like, their pigmentation is so nice. For this I will take my this brush here, also by e.l.f. e.l.f. I switch up what I call it. This is the C brush for eyeshadow. It's like this. So I'll take that, and what I mostly like to do is do like a lighter color, like this one here. Doesn't really have the name, I'm sorry. It's diagonal to the purple. I like to take that one and just kind of just pat that over my eyelid. I usually do 2 layers just for good pigmentation. So I just cover my eyelid with that. I like to take a good angled brush, like, let's see, yeah, this one should be fine. This brush, I honestly, it's called Ultimate Face. I got it out of my boyfriend's movie making kit for special effects makeup. I don't really know anything else about it, except that it's called Ultimate Face and it's angled. So I'll take like a darker shade of eyeshadow, like this one here. I just used that one. I'm gonna take this darker shade here. Just get some on my brush. And just kind of create like a V. And then just kind of fill in that V. Try to blend it into the crease there. And then just do a little middle ground work here. And I'll do that to the other one. Fill in that middle area. Get in that crease. And then, with the same angled brush, I'll just try to get a little under my eye, connecting that V to the underneath. Not too boldly or anything. Just very subtly, naturally, soft, very softly. Okay, and then I take my blending brush to blend all that in, and that blending brush is right here. Also from the same art kit my boyfriend had for special effects makeup. But this brush is perfect for blending. I love it. So I'll just kind of like barely just dip it in that darker color and just swoop through the crease. Just kind of blend that out through the crease, through the V, and then underneath. And same thing on the other eye. I feel like this brush is the most important for that crease blending. Just to get that crease, you know, like all fanned out and beautiful. Alright, and then of course a lot of people like to dab like a highlighter on their inner corners, which I think looks fabulous always. So what I do in that situation is I take this, this is Milani, that's what it is. Milani number 11 Beach Sand. Looks like this. The color is amazing. And I also use this as a face highlighter. So what I'm gonna do is I like to use a smaller fluffy brush like this. And again, this is just some like dollar store, and it also comes with this little tiny end for like eyeliner, whatever. But I just take the fluffy end, run it into that, and then just and then I do the same on the other eye. I'm literally getting ready for no reason. I'm just about to play Epic Mickey 2. But yeah, so I've got the face done besides like mascara. I like to do my setting powder before I do the highlighter and mascara. And the setting powder I use is the e.l.f. Translucent Soft Luminance setting powder. So I just shake it up a little bit. And it has this little turny knob, which is supposed to help excess powder not get everywhere, but it doesn't really help that much. So I just take it and dump it into the lid here, because it literally says to do that. There's a sticker at the bottom of the lid here inside that says, you know, pour powder here. So, and that's what I'm doing. So this is where I take my Real Techniques fluffy brush and swirl this around a bit, dip, just brush it along. And this makes it look very natural. Like, this is the best setting powder I think I've ever used. Like, it looks so natural and so glowing, like in a luminescent way, but still very natural. And it smells amazing. Like, the way it smells is luxurious. I like to throw some on my neck just to keep up with that consistency and all that. So I do that, and then that excess, you can see there's a lot of excess still in there. So I just dump that back, try not to make a mess. So now I do highlighter, and for my highlighter, I use this e.l.f. blush brush. I use a lot of e.l.f. They're just so good and so cheap, but like great quality. So yeah, I take that same Milani number 11 Beach Sand eyeshadow that I used on the corner of my eyes. I also just, you know, dab a little of that in here, and I just hit my highlight marks, which are top of my cheekbones, just a little right here, a little right there, like around my temple area, like just above, slightly forward my temple area, and then of course under the brows, and then the nose, and a tad on the chin. One more thing I like to do actually with the setting powder is once I'm done with everything besides mascara, there's still some excess even though the thing is shut. So I like to take this brush, it's just like literally a broken brush. I'm not fancy, y'all. But I just dab a little, and I go under my eye just to set my under eyes with it. And I found that I get zero creasing. My foundation does not crease under my eyes when I use this. And it is honestly the only thing I have been able to find that eliminates foundation creasing under my eyes. So this is a lifesaver to me. At least in a very vain way. It never actually saved my life. And then I like to go over my eyebrows one more time, just because powder and all that can kind of lighten the eyebrows a bit. So I like to take just a, I don't use the same Benefit brush. I use a different little fluffier brush. So yeah, I just like to take that and just lightly go over, just so I didn't lose any of that intensity. y'all. Now it's time for mascara and lips. So I've been using the Falsies Push-Up Angel by Maybelline New York. And I actually like this a lot. I'm really picky with mascara because my eyelashes are really annoying. They're really long. Some of them are straight, some of them are curly. It's really hard to get them under control and like all do the same thing and go the same direction, but this seems to like do the trick. So it's got this cool little like push-up with like bristles. It's not like a typical eyeshadow wand. So I'm gonna put that on. I meant mascara wand, not eyeshadow wand. So I got my mascara, and you can see it does a pretty good job of getting them all in one direction, even though it's difficult. So lastly, we're gonna move on to the lips, and then we'll be done. And I just recently figured this out, but the best thing to do is fill your lips with lip liner first, and then put lipstick on with a brush, not the tube. I just figured that out. And I need to go get my other bag with my stuff, so I'll be right back. Okay. So, by the way, this was that Benefit Cabral that I go in to fill in sparse areas if I need to. I didn't need to, but if you ever do, it's amazing. And it sticks. It's like 24 hours. It's hard to smudge off. It has really good staying power. It's my favorite brow product for the ladies like me who have, you know, sparse 90s massacre brows, but this is amazing. Anyway, I like to put on like a little bit of this. I either use this Vaseline lip therapy beforehand, or I use this Nivea Kiss of Moisture beforehand. But either way, I like to moisturize my lips a bit before putting anything on them, because I have naturally chapped lips all the time. So this stuff, this Nivea Kiss of Moisture, honestly has been amazing. Like, I fell in love with this. So I'm gonna be doing like a nude lip color. Lately I've been loving this Rimmel London Show Off Lip Lacquer. The color is amazing. So check that out. So red. So red. So what I'm gonna do is, I know the color's not gonna match, but I don't want to get up again, and my other lip liner is over there. So I'm just gonna use this like nude colored lip liner and put that on real quick. Basically you just want to outline your lip line. My lip line's kind of funky, so I gotta do a little, like, I gotta help myself out a little bit, but you just fill it in. And then just wipe away like whatever excess there is. So like as you can see, I mean, that alone looks pretty good. I like to sometimes throw on this Burt's Bees lip gloss. The color of Sunny Day, 221 Sunny Day. I like to, it has like some, it's like the same color as the lip liner, but it's got like gold shimmer in it, so it's really nice looking. But I'm really wanting to go for this red. Fuck it, I'll just do this. The red's gonna be, I mean, this just matches too well with my eyeshadow. I'm just gonna do this. So yeah, I filled in my lips with the liner. And there we go. So guys, that's my makeup routine. When I'm done, I just use this Maybelline Master Fix setting spray. Locks in makeup for a long-lasting finish. I haven't had any issues with it, but I've heard there are really good products out there. This works for me. I just haven't really experimented too much, I guess, but I did try the NYX or NYX Dewy Finish. I liked that, but I feel I like this better. I can't really pinpoint why though, but I do like this a lot. So yeah guys, thank you for getting ready with me, and once I get used to this whole thing and my finger is healed, hopefully this will go smoother and easier and quicker. I hope you enjoyed it though, and thank you for hanging out with me. Mwah.